And here to discuss all of the day's developments, Jason Chaffetz, former Republican congressman from Utah, Fox Business contributor, the author of the book, The Deep State, How an Army of Bureaucrats Protected Barack Obama and is Working to Destroy the Trump Agenda. Now available, well, everywhere. We recommend it to you highly. Jason, good to have you with us. Let's start with first these attacks. This is deeply troubling. 2 letters containing the deadly poison ricin sent to the defense secretary, to the chief of naval operations. It turns out to have been a harmless white powder sent to Senator Ted Cruz. The majority leader of the United States Senate, accosted by a left-wing demonstrator or set of demonstrators in Reagan National. It just goes on and on. Why aren't we hearing any kind of voice from the left, from the Democratic leadership on Capitol Hill, saying, please don't do this? And the refutation, to absolutely rebut all of this, it's very simple. Just simply say, don't do it.
Look, this is what you get when you're the tenacious resistance movement. They promised this. They said that the resistance movement would do anything and everything that they could. They promised a scorched earth. They wanted confrontation. They had people like Maxine Waters going out and asking people to be accosted. And then when they actually do it, the Democratic leaders are just absolutely silent about this. It's vicious. It's aggressive. It's pervasive. I don't know the motivation behind each and everything, but in general, this is what you get when you preach the politics of personal destruction. Now, fortunately, at the White House, the Pentagon,
they're practicing it.
They are. And now, fortunately, at the White House, at the Pentagon, at the Congress, mail is screened and radiated. It's something actually our government does pretty well. You're not going to get through that method, and I'm glad that they sorted it out. And hats off to the authorities that have to deal with that on a daily basis.
You know, and watching what's happening now, there is an orchestrated campaign against Judge Kavanaugh, his wife, his daughters, his family. It is the most vicious thing I've ever seen. It is on its face, transparently, absolutely clear that the left has decided to destroy this man, irrespective of truth, irrespective of the facts, and irrespective of any regard for decency. And I cannot believe that the American public will not recognize what is before them in such an ugly, ugly form.
No, I know. And shame on the Republican senators who allow this process continue to be extended. What they wanted was the resistance movement. They said they wanted to delay and then defeat at all costs. And they really do believe their mindset is no matter what happens, we have to actually take this person down. And so anybody who got in the way of that, anybody that was put forward by Donald Trump is going to be on the bulldoze end of this. You know, Judge Kavanaugh authored more than 300 opinions. You never hear any debate about that. You'll hear these things about silly things that happened back in.
We didn't even hear, Jason, we didn't even hear probing questions of the judge from the very radical Democratic senators on the Judiciary Committee. They were more interested in posturing and talking about FBI investigations. They had a mantra and they stuck to it and didn't ask questions, intelligent questions, probing questions at all.
Yeah, at the same time they were saying they didn't really have any questions for Ford or Kavanaugh. They, at the same time, were saying, well, we need more time to investigate. I mean, it was just this silly set of circumstances. Now, I do think Mitch McConnell, you know, I've been very critical, and I know you have too, Lou, of Mitch McConnell, but I think he is actually the one who's pushing to say, we are going to vote, and we're going to vote soon, and enough of this charade.
He has stood up admirably. In defense of Judge Kavanaugh on the floor of the U.S. Senate. He is making it very clear there will be a vote this weekend between the majority leader and the Judiciary Chairman, Chuck Grassley. They're making it very clear there will be no delay inspired by the left that is suddenly realizing that the American public is aware. They have nothing. This is a great jurist in the person of Judge Kavanaugh, and he deserves to be on the court as appointed by President Trump.
if you sit back and look at it, they're not judging this person based on the merits. They're not arguing about positions. It's the politics of personal destruction. It's the scorched earth philosophy. And then it radiates out. And that's why you have these verbal attacks on the majority leader. You have these other things happen. There's consequences to what the Democrats are doing, and they don't want to take any responsibility for it whatsoever.
No responsibility, and they want to continue a coordinated attack against this man, the president who nominated him, and the values that are foundational to this country. Jason Chaffetz, we thank you for being with us as always. Appreciate it.